AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
All right. I heard it twice. You ain't hear that twice? My stream was bugging out. Yeah.
It is.
All right. Oh, hold
That's
on.
crazy.
Yeah, I ain't hear nothing. This one is nasty.
Well, now I'm hearing myself. This is crazy.
It's better now.
What, the sound, the audio?
Yeah, I don't hear you.
Oh, I know what it is. I gotta hit the live button on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. We on IG now too.
Go ahead, Ray. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's get to it.
I was just seeing
Let's
that.
get to it, baby. Let's get to it.
Yeah. It's better than that punk ass Breakfast Club. Yo. I think we just all a bunch of haters, man. Fuck it.
I believe so. I lean that way.
We're gonna talk about your YN camp. AllBall.
If you didn't see OG was running around in Brooklyn with NBA YoungBoy and the squad.
Listen, I got to give a big shout out to my guy from New Orleans, man. I ain't gonna say his name, man, because some guys just like to move smooth like that. But very important brother. Caught me my ticket. Always shows love. I ain't gonna lie, man. NBA YoungBoy might be the GOAT of this generation. I ain't never seen that. He don't do interviews. He don't do collabs. And he's one of the biggest artists in the world. And to see him sell out the Barclays Center, I was there. That shit was sold out. It was insane in there. Listen, I'm being honest. Under 23, nobody's more influential or important than him in the music business. Miss me with Drake, miss me with Kendrick, miss me with Dirk, miss me with all of them. NBA YoungBoy is the GOAT of this generation. Straight up and down. Little nigga stood next to me and said, I think I might cry. Dead serious. And I'm being honest. Real quick, and I gotta be honest. The show was kind of dope. Like, seeing who he is, you wouldn't expect him to have a dope show. He ain't just standing around. He doing his dancing. He got his guys on the stage with him. He actually have girls on the stage with him. They dancing, doing their thing. The stage, how it's set up, is super dope. Your man is up in the air. He doing all type of shit. But I'm going to be honest, it's a dope show. And he literally performed straight. Literally. He may do like 2 5-10-minute breaks where he may change outfits, but he performs 2 hours. And then you don't really realize he got some heat. But I ain't gonna lie, Fleet. You asked me, and I'm gonna be for real. He got it. He has an opportunity if this tour continues to be successful. When we talk about some of the dopest to ever do it, he gonna have to start being mentioned, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Little Baby or none of them can sell out nothing. You see his first 2 shows in Dallas. Yeah.
At rap? Is he good at rap?
Some of the songs. I like some of the songs.
Okay.
Like
I don't want to be that guy, but
I get what you're saying, because some of the stuff is a little crazy, but like I said, when you standing next to the young dudes and they rapping every word, when the females is rapping every word, and I'm gonna be honest, whether it's dope or not, remember, it's not for us. That's the part I gotta realize. 47, that's not for us. Just like if you play them Jay-Z they may tell you that's trash. If
Yeah,
I played my son a Jay-Z song, he look at me like, yo, man, that shit, all right. So it ain't for us. But when we talking about, when we talk about some of these rappers and the influence and the impact they have, I'm gonna be honest. Some might be top notch. It might be him and Drake by themselves. Kendrick doesn't. I like Kendrick. He doesn't influence nobody. These little niggas is acting like they YB, bro. They dressing, they talking like them, they wearing their hair like them, they smoking mad, but bro, I'm gonna say it again. He might be like Allen Iverson. How Allen Iverson was to the NBA, that's what NBA YoungBoy is, bro. Out here to the youth.
Somebody said King Von had it. I heard some of his stuff, and I can see like the correlation with the street vibe, the street warrior. I just don't know enough of his music, and I just can't get into it because it's just the rhythm is just too crazy. And from the performances, even Nicki Minaj came out, who's, they going back and forth with Cardi B, which is disgusting. But she even was like, yo, how do you get to this level? Because he's got it to the point where it's just, that's all YouTube and the internet. And then remember, a lot of those guys, they passed away, God bless it. They're like Triple Extension and was it John Dream World? What's the other kid? They kind of OD'd.
Juice WRLD.
He had it. Like, them kids had it, and they were 2021. So I think what's the kid? YB, NBA YoungBoy seems to be like the street dude from this generation compared to those kids.
Real quick, Fleet. I'm gonna tell you my observation. He's relatable. So let me break it down. He wears Nike Airs. All his bras and baby mamas is regular cute hood joints. Like it's something like, so he's relatable. You gotta remember all these other.
He got a couple felonies. He's been in and out of jail a couple times. Yeah, he's relatable.
You know what I'm saying? When you see him, bro, he's dressing regular. He's wearing Nike Techs. Yeah. He's wearing Montclairs. Like it sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Right. But with these other guys, it seems like it's almost like they not real. You get what I'm like? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like you may see NBA YoungBoy in the Cadillac truck. When these other dudes is either Maybach trucks and better, Ferrari trucks and better. So for me, does he
have like
relatable.
Does he have like a Pac vibe to him then? It seems like just because Pac was just all around relatable like that, where it's like, all right, whether you like him or not, you see an interview and you're like, oh, I get it. This guy just charismatic.
And that's where I was going to kind of lean towards what OG was saying. Like, he was saying, this is not for us. But I remember growing up, right, into rap heavy, right? And my dad is a music head. I remember getting the Violator tape. Y'all remember the Violator? They have Vibrant thing on it.
Right.
And so I thought I was doing something, right? And like introducing something to him, like, play this. Obviously he didn't know it, but the folks that are on there are people that he related to. But I thought that I was doing something. All I'm saying is that this music right here ain't like, I can't get with it. When I grabbed the Violator album, it had Q-Tip, it had LL Cool J, it had other guys on there that my pops was familiar with and could kind of get with. This stuff right here, like if my son come to me and play some NBA YoungBoy, I don't even know if I could like get in my bag with it because I've just never sat down and really taken his music. But if the performance was dope, that lets you know, like, aside from if you like the music or not, if you can capture an audience and have people locked in for 2 hours, like that says something.
It also sounds like very like how rock and roll evolved into like when by the time Queen comes out, they mastered like the hooks and made stadium jams. But then there's the other side of rock and roll that was like, I'm not listening to this. And it was a lot of like jibber jabber. But a lot of people love that shit, like even heavy metal or whatever. So remember, like rap, hip hop has gone through so many evolutions, and now we're at this place where it's like, yo, this is so far out of my reach that it's not what I once was listening to.
I give you a perfect example. Like I'm a music head. I like all genres of music. It was crazy. Rap isn't my favorite genre, right? But NBA YoungBoy music reminds me of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like some of their music is insane, and you may not understand it, but the shit is dope. You just gotta like have it a second ear. Like it's bro. He got grandmothers rapping his music, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's
Oh, so
Nicki Minaj was like, yo, I don't understand.
So I didn't know he was so he can get melodic. Like I didn't hear enough of him to even hear like the real hooks, like real songs. So I just
Mind you, his old, see his newer stuff, I don't really vibe with as much. But the old shit, I ain't gonna lie, son is fire. It's just that all the troubles he was having all the time in jail, this and that and that. But like I said, his mystique, the mysteriousness of him, and just like I said, not giving a fuck. Remember, bro, I'm not doing no collabs with nobody. I'm not interviewing with none of y'all niggas. And I don't like none of y'all niggas. I'm not chasing none of y'all broads. It's little things that he does, bro. And it's just, like I said, I don't know what it is, but big shout out to him. It was dope to see, but it was also like, you know, we are actually in a young person's world. This world is not today. It's not for the old heads, bro. I'm sorry. When you look at a lot of the older generation that's on social media now, niggas look crazy, man. Like, I'm sorry. Looking at Dame and everybody. I see Matt Hoffa now come back out with his platform, and you know, when you look camera with your fit, with everything, it just showed me it's a young world out here, man. We got to continue to be us and not get caught up in that and try to do what they do.
Last time I saw Cam, I said, "Oh, Cam got to get some rest. Nigga looking tired. Nigga looking, go get some rest, my nigga. You looking what I told you. Seen Mike Jordan. What I said about Mike Jordan last time I seen him. Nigga looking bad. You niggas looking. Niggas got to get rest, man. Niggas got to get some rest, man."
Yo, AllBall, do me a favor. Maybe plug in the phone, plug it back out. Do what you normally do, cause it comes up like wavy. You sound good, but it's still a little delayed. Cause you know, over here, we do things a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Keep it tight, keep it right. You know, Flea, we always keep our eyes on the prize, baby Baba. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. You know it's Giant season, and I'm hyped because they done bench Ciara's husband, and they put the rookie in there, Jackson Dart. He's in the mix, so now I can flirt with him going more than one rushing touchdown a game. Right here on Prize Picks. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Oh, it's not run your game no more. It's good to be right. That's the perfect line for you.
Fabian. I was waiting on that. Because
they thought I was gonna come here with apologies and shit. No, I'm here. I'm back. I'm right here. Fuck, y'all thought I was gonna come here and say I'm sorry? I said my sorries to the people that I needed to say I'm sorry to. I'm back. Let's get into it. Ooh, screen looking real good now, OG. I don't know what you did. You did.
I ain't do shit with this bum ass phone and bum ass Wi-Fi. I ain't do shit.
He stopped talking about that YB business. They told you enough is enough, man.
Ball suckers.
Come on, man. We live.
Big Flea. Fucking biggest, y'all. Love y'all, man. Good to see everybody.
We in the mix. And you know who we talking about today. Them Knicks. I wasn't quick enough on the trigger, Flea. I'm sorry. You know who we talking about.
Knicks rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all.
I'm playing with them. And playing with us. Hold on. I'm sorry. What?
Oh. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. Tori B is in the building. Tori B, what up, baby? Hope you're having a beautiful evening.
La Toria, what up, baby? How you feeling? La Toria! It's my girl, you know. Talk to my girl offline. It's my girl.
I like that pump fake. Look, look at big time hater.
Yeah.
Big time hater.
All I said was talk to Shorty offline. Had to send some apologies because nasty work last week.
Hold on. See, AllBall used to, 1-2, then back to 3, right? 1-2-3, not 1-2 back to 1. He didn't like that you just flipped it on him like that. Like you did, yeah. What up?
Didn't like that. You see Shaq? Shaq was about to take out the whole panel that night. Don't do me like that, OG.
Nah, your man went straight Bishop by the locker right now, waiting for like this. Like, what you mean? What up, Tory?
He said, where you been? Been looking for you.
There she go. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. Darlene B in the building. Darlene B, what up, baby? Hope you having a beautiful evening.
Darlene B, what up, girl?
Darlene the queen. Corey Lee was going on. Fish. I see you in the building. Starting trouble. Wolverines 1986. I ain't seen you in a while.
Sean Wilson is here. Sean Wilson.
What up, fellas? Shout y'all niggas out, man.
Fish. You see how he treats y'all niggas, right, Fish?
I'm talking to the ladies, man. Fellas, what up, y'all?
I didn't
know.
Turbo. I didn't know AllBall was a dirty Macker like that, bro.
We ain't been in them arenas yet. All three of us gonna surprise each other when we go to the Chris Brown concert next year. We're gonna surprise each other.
I'm still trying to find y'all ever seen the movie what is it, Wonder Woman? Remember that island they was on with just nothing but the ladies? I'm looking for that. I want to be around you niggas, man.
Is that the Amazon?
Don't get a name up, bro. I'm trying to find that island. Bet that. What the fuck is you talking about?
He said don't give the name up. That shit's been in comics books. It was a real island.
See?
Nostalgic Nick Ibaka. Everybody's in the building, man. King's Speech.
Let's get to this Knicks news, man.
Amazonia.
Y'all niggas can't keep a secret from nothing. Damn, man.
Did you say Apollonia? All right. Apollonia was bad, man. Thank you. He's too young for all that. I get it, AllBall. Look.
Now I'm gonna be real. She's regular weed.
Thick dude! Let's go!
She wasn't no vanity, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, vanity.
Different level.
Rest in peace to GOAT. Yeah, it wasn't that.
I'm sorry.
Different level.
Being honest. Yeah, Apollonia, I'm being honest.
Apollonia? Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
We got him to concede. We got him to concede, OG. We got him to concede.
Because Vanity's the one.
Vanity. Is Vanity
Puerto Rican?
Leroy?
Yeah. Bruce Leroy, yes.
Bruce Leroy. Okay.
Yes.
Can it be Vanity?
Nasty girl.
Dragon.
Rest in peace.
Did y'all see that in the movies? Did you see that in the movies?
I did. Come on, bro. Right on 125th Street. Right? Yeah.
No, yeah, right there. You see that in the movies?
That's what I was asking him. I said he's seen that in the movies. Yo, put a thumbs up if you old enough to see.
You know I ain't see that shit in the movies. Fuck out of here. Don't try to make
I was
me
about
like
to
I'm
say.
60 up here, nigga. This nigga fleet
You know,
on.
like,
You
OG.
see the movies. I ain't see that shit in the fucking movies. Ain't that old, nigga.
Nah, your man said, yeah.
I was
look,
rolling too.
got
I
y'all
was
with
rolling. I was rolling. Oh shit! Right there,
Oh,
125th Street. Word.
Shout out to Kingsby. He said he's seen it in the movies.
King,
Born in the 60s, nigga. Old ass nigga.
King Speech. You seen The Last Dragon in the
Oh.
movies?
Yeah, that's bananas.
Fish, we already know you saw the
Watch
production.
this. This how you did. No. Nigga said Fish was on. Nigga said Fish was on set. Fuck is y'all
Fish was-
talking about?
Fish was one of them niggas in the motherfucking convenience store. The shit they robbed. You know they robbed that shit. Fish was in there. You ain't seen him? You saw him. That nigga Fish was in the
Yeah,
back.
because Fish always getting on niggas. Nigga said Fish was on set. Fuck is y'all talking about? This how you could tell somebody age. If you niggas was up late night watching Benny Hill.
Oh no, that's mad old. That's crazy. No.
That's different bag for me. I'm up late. I'm up late watching MASH. Right, I wake up, MASH is on. That's how far I go back. But then I'm up late, and you pop up. You left BET on. Fact though, fact though.
Crazy.
Nah, fact
What
though.
it-
He
what
was
it
with
say?
my son. What's my Fish was in Cooley High?
That's bananas. That's bananas.
Nigga was with Coach Cheese. My son was with Coach Cheese.
Nigga said Fish was in Cooley High. That niggas is stupid.
My son was with Coach Cheese. He's one of them niggas that was under the bridge that day. He was one of them niggas.
Yo, get the show started, man. Come on, man. I can't.
Let's get this in order. Order in the
Fish
court.
Fish say he not watching no damn good Last Dragon.
Jeeves. Robbing the store. Like, come on, man.
They say he got the part from. They said Fish was supposed to be the last dragon, but homie beat him out for it.
They got the glow.
Well, let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Speaking of order in the court, MSG, Knicks, we back in the mix. Got some news, some fresh reading to do.
Real quick, Fabe, we got some hoops Thursday, right? We running around in Abu Dhabi right now.
Yeah,
There's a game
this week.
I believe. Yes.
Damn, I forgot to pull that up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sorry, I got your back.
Nah, I forgot to pull it up, man. I had it.
It's all
The Abu Dhabi Knicks, huh? Soon as the beat drop. Come on, man. They out there going crazy. That's where we
I need a
can't
cut.
see.
I need a cut, Fish. I need a cut, baby. I need a cut. Sorry. Get right.
I didn't see any video on our Knicks, but we got some quotes. Coach Mike Brown, he's trying to give us some prequel or preview of what the next season should look like. Here we go. Mike Brown. It's important to win, but you also have to understand I want to keep these guys' minutes here. This guy's minutes here. This guy's here. Instead of trying to extend everybody's minutes. Because if the season's long, we don't want anybody worn out by the end. What do you mean if?
Pow, pow. Shoot right at Thibs. Pow.
So here's some of his adjustments. Coach Brown's adjustments. Long view minutes approach, preserve energy for playoffs, willing to throw in the towel early. Player impact, got Josh Hart playing fewer minutes. We'll get to him in a second. Possible bench role, and they did not announce any fifth starter. No word on that yet. And also, he's trying to target 35 minutes per game for the Stars, manage load and health. Of course, he learned that from being on the Warriors bench. And in contrast with Thibs, everything matters approach, the heavy usage, 37 plus minutes per game, even in garbage time. So he's apparently going to be, cognizant of all that. Oh boy, what's your reaction to that? I mean, it's a lot of him repeating this up with, our approach to the game, approach to the season. We haven't gotten started yet. And, let's remind everybody, game 1 last year, we got destroyed by Boston. We basically got destroyed by Boston the entire season. And come playoff time, we changed everything up. So there is a learning lesson to be had, even with Mike Brown having his plan. But what is your reaction to what he's saying in the last couple of days in Abu Dhabi?
To be honest, is he a basketball coach or a science teacher? That just looked like a science project. The fuck is he talking about, man? I mean, the shot at Thibs was, as much as I'm not a Thibs guy, that to me that was uncalled for. Um, I keep telling y'all, Mike Brown, he's understanding. Yeah, you better know what you're talking about, and you better prove it on the court. Um, all that stuff that he just said, to me, it doesn't matter. We're going to see once you're in action live on the sideline. You can say whatever you want, like Mike Tyson said. All that should sound good till somebody hit you in the face. So Mike Brown will be saying all that until we actually in the game. What do you mean throwing the towel? You know how many games we came back being down 20? So what are you talking about? Guys playing more than 35 minutes. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But that's the purpose of having a bench. I'm not saying everybody should play 35 minutes, but if one or two guys have to play, listen, Brunson is still young. Them guys is young, man. Them guys ain't LeBron in them age. Them guys ain't 15 years into the league. So for me, how can I say this? See, Thibs had a track record. So to me, that's what hurt Thibs. Remember, if you go back to Derrick Rose and, people want to put a lot of blame on Thibs for certain things. But listen, man, Mike Brown, I'm on your ass, nigga. And I ain't saying pause. Slip up. You can be saying all this bullshit all you want. I don't care how articulate you sound. I don't care how good you sound. I don't care how comical you are, how nice you are, likable guy and all that. And I
Go
told you, I
crazy,
heard from,
OG.
I know, but I heard from a couple guys that he played for. You know what I mean? We know some people in the streets. You know what I mean? Said he's a good coach. All fine and dandy. You better get us to the motherland, nigga. Because at the end of the day, all this stuff you're saying, go ahead and let us lose in the first and second round. Or get our boots blown off in the conference finals. Or don't make so for me, listen, it sounds good, but I don't care about none of this talk now. We here now. We here. The season is here. We 3 weeks into the official season. I told y'all, the first 10 games might be the most important games in Mike Brown's career. If he doesn't look successful in the first 10 games, we will be on his heels. So for me, he needs to figure out what he's going to do, who he's going to start, and how, what type of offense he's going to implement. I want to see what type of defense we're going to play because that was something that, killed us last season. But all that stuff he's saying, I'm tired of the talks now. We here. I want to see it on the court. Simple and plain.
Fleet, what's your opinion on the matter? Are you done with Mike Brown already and his preseason shenanigans, or are you enjoying this, man?
Nah, I'm never in the same boat with OG. I ain't never on the same side of the spectrum with that guy. Are you kidding me? He's relax. I'll let you talk for 10 minutes.
No. Because you about to agree with me. You just don't want to say it. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Listen. I'm in total agreement with you on the fact that I'm ready to see it on the basketball court. I don't really want to hear too much conversation. The winning the interviews and winning the press conference and winning out off the court don't really matter to me, right? We've got accustomed to watching the Knicks go deep in the playoffs, be respectable, be talked about all season long for playing good basketball, right? I don't want to hear about all the we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Just implement everything on the basketball court, and that's gonna speak volumes for you, right? We're in New York City, so you got to talk to the media, you got to be present, and this is the New York Knicks, so you are the mouthpiece for the team. Leon Rose is not gonna come talk to us. James Dolan is not going to talk to us. And, you're going to get the players, but anybody from leadership is going to be Mike Brown. So he's got to say all the right things. He's got to make everybody feel good. But us three on this screen and anybody else in the comments that are diehard Knicks fans like us know that sounds good. But we start the season after the quarter of the season, we 5-15. There's going to be questions. We start the season and we, 500 10-10, we not gonna be fit, right? We gonna be up here. Be honest, y'all. Be honest, OG, Fabian. OG's gonna be up here calling for his job. I'm gonna be up here talking about I told you so. Fabian's gonna be up here, talking about out of both sides of his mouth. We gonna be frustrated. And it's only gonna be Thanksgiving. It ain't gonna be January. It's gonna be Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Flea. That nigga start 1-1. I'm going crazy.
I know. That's all I'm saying is that if we got what we wanted, we meaning like the majority. When the majority of the people wanted Thibs gone. If we got what we wanted, we got to give this guy an opportunity to set a foundation and to set his morals and values and how he wants to coach. He can't be on the hot seat after 30 games. He can't. It's just not real. OG, it's not realistic. He can't. We just got rid of the guy. Hold on, OG. We just got rid of the guy that took us the farthest in a quarter century. The farthest. Now we get rid of him like everybody wanted. We get a new coach who everybody is saying, like you said, we got our ears to the streets. This nigga's talking to us saying he's a solid coach. Solid coaching is not just talking and owning the presses and shit like that. Solid coaching is we should look like a completely different basketball team come game one. If Mike Brown is the coach that we think he is, there should be no remnants of how we played last year. Can we agree to that? Or we think he should be bringing over things that Thibs did? That's a question for the panel.
I think that depends on how everyone else is really getting mini camp going or training camp in the NBA. And that's why those first 10, 15 games, I really can't judge them on wins and losses as much as it is the effort, because they're already used to playing together a certain way. Like he sounds good, and I'm not with AllBall with that. Like I'd rather hear something right now. I want to hear my coach be entertaining. Flea, you got I guess mad at me last week when I was saying the spray 3 thing, but that's in jest because I like the way he's breaking this stuff down. We'll get into some things a little bit later. The way he's talking about every player, what he expects from them. A little bit, just the contrast, not even in the approach, is really Thibs was a no-nonsense guy, very stubborn. And, someone like Landry Shamet we'll get into in a second. If you were his kind of guy, his kind of player, overachiever, Deuce McBride, then you didn't have to worry about him talking about you any kind of way. But everybody else, Julius Randles of the world, the workhorses. But it was hard to get his confidence like that. And Mike Brown is approaching the season way different. Like, even what he said about OG, we'll get into that in a second. It's very, I think he's pushing confidence into these dudes. And it's fine with me. I don't think he has. I don't know if he's managing his expectations because he used the word "if" there for the first time that I can remember. But the fact that he's preparing us for the playoffs, this means a lot. He's not talking about this in May and June, like when we argued about game 2 with the Detroit Pistons. I specifically said I want my coach to be talking about these game plans in August, September, October. If not, why the hell are you trying to do something new in May and June? That would make no sense. So this is something new with this team. But I'm still not going to just fully judge him after 15 games. Like we're going to, in real time, we'll react to it, but there's no way he could get fired. It would have to be way below 500.
Catastrophic.
It couldn't be. Yeah, there's just no. I don't. Especially after the Sacramento team. Somebody put in the comments, if you can coach that Sacramento team, how much more talented are we compared to that Sacramento squad? AllBall.
So for me, I like the question, but Sacramento. There was no expectations, not championship. Bro, you come into a team who just was in the Eastern Conference Finals. They have the clutch player of the year. They have 2 All-Stars. Brunson was a starting All-Star. So for me, I don't know what y'all talking about. If those guys are not playing to that level or better within the first 15, 20 games, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm looking at the coach. We all know how this thing goes. If everybody's not playing up to their potential or better, then who are we supposed to look at? So for me, I understand what Mike Brown is saying, but I can't wait to see how he implements it on the court. But I'm definitely looking at him these first 10, 15 games just to see how comfortable he is, just to see if the guys, how they react to him, how confident they are on the court, and if guys have that mindset that we are a championship contending team and we're going to play, act like it, and walk around like it. Now, once have I heard anybody from the Knicks confidently say, we winning the championship this season. Fat Joe and Jadakiss, big shout out to them, had their platform. Cat was on there. He ducked that question. Straight up. And that's what I don't like. I need Mike Brown, like you said, Fabian. I get the plans and the game plans and all that at the beginning of the season. But what happened to I'm here first to win a championship. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Where's the guys that's preaching that?
That's fair. Please, that's fair. But I want to say this. Everything you said was amazing, and you can't disagree with it. But remember last year, December, we were rolling, and we specifically said, yo, January looks like a damn gauntlet. We get OKC twice. Everybody we played was way different. We played the Wizards 3 times in December, whatever it was. So we did look great.
You were right about that.
Wow.
No, because that 9 game. No, we won. Remember, we won about 9 games in a row, right? And me and OG is up here going crazy about winning 9 games in a row. If Fabian is saying, look at who we played. We played the Wizards a couple of times. We played Charlotte a couple of times. We played a lot of bottom feeding teams, right? Played Utah, right? Like there was a couple of different times that we played some teams that were, snoozers, and it just helped our confidence. And like you said, you're going into that January, it was a gauntlet. I just wanted to say really quick, Mike Brown's been around for a long time. First time in New York City. This is not the first time with him having a high-profile job, though, fellas. Right? He had that high-profile job as a Laker coach. Obviously, they bounced him after 5 games. But prior to that, just coaching LeBron James to the NBA Finals is a high-profile job for who you coaching. My point is this. I feel you, OG. Like, that would have ramped me up for him to say, I'm here to win a championship. I saw what my predecessor did. I saw what Thibs did. He did a hell of a job, got them right to the precipice, and now it's me to take them over the top. I would have loved for him to say that. But that guy is a seasoned vet when it comes to this coaching thing.
Hold on, stay there. Because you're a smooth guy. And I ain't trying to be funny. What does precipice mean? Like, you ain't gonna just throw that word out there.
So the precipice is right
to the people.
Right at the precipice, right
on the curve.
Right.
I was in public school my whole life, so certain words. No.
Y'all ate good. A little red wine flowing. You're not drinking red wine. It smells good in the room. Baths have been ran and had already. You washed her down. Now you at the precipice. You at the motherfucking precipice, right? You
now
there.
I understand it.
You right there, right?
And those
belly is full.
Lee, there's another. If you keep using the alliteration, there's another P word that will go crazy with the precipice. You gotta chill out.
I'm just saying, you right there.
And in those terms, now I understand what precipice means. Thank you, my brother. Nigga over here talking about precipice. That shit gave me a you get the brain freeze.
Like, that nigga gave you a fucking headache.
Niggas in class.
Yo, we right there though, right? We right there. So you expect Mike Brown to come in and say, yo, championship me, please. Right? That would feel good. But if we start 10-10, if we get to Christmas, New Year's, and we sputtering, and we an average team, right? And we bottom 5 in defense, right? Like all of these little things that could possibly happen. All I'm saying is that he can't jump out there and say, yo, championship or bust. First year, he's got to ease himself into this thing. He's smart. That's all I'm saying. He got to be smart.
Well, real quick, because I don't know why it was so hard for me to just pull up the schedule, but this is the Knicks schedule. First 4 games got the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Miami Heat, and the Bucks. What would you be okay with, AllBall?
Oh, we start at home.
Yes, versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah. If you want me to be honest, Tatum not gonna be there. Porzingis ain't there. I'm thinking 4-1. Worst case 3-1. We lose to Milwaukee maybe. But I'm thinking 4-0. Worst case 3-1. Miami, miss me with that Miami shit.
Scroll up again, Fabe. Right? 4, possibly 3-1. Who do you got us losing to? If possible.
In the first 4 games, Milwaukee.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
Yeah, but I'll go 3-1 just because Milwaukee
and
Cleveland's up in the air. And if we on a roll, only if Boston throws like a monkey wrench in there, Flea.
I say we lose the first game again, first game of the season again, and then run off 3 in a row. Who's right after Milwaukee, bro?
Chicago.
Oh yeah. Those 3? Gimme. And then we at home for my son. We'll see who's better then. Now we at home November 5th for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So that's game 8. So in the first 8 games, who are the toughest games? Already you got Chicago twice, Washington, the hurt Celtics. Miami got hurt also. The Bucks look like they're in shambles, even though they got Michael Turner's punk ass, whatever it is. I've heard his name already. But the toughest teams so far got Cleveland and Minnesota in those first 8 games.
Is Minnesota on the back-to-back? Do we have back-to-back after Minnesota? Do we have November 6th?
Nope, we got
3 days off.
3 days off.
Or 2 days, 2 or 3 days off.
We got the Nets, and that's the first 9 games. So the first 10 games, Memphis, we don't know yet. I think they had, it's fully talented, but we spanked them last year. But the first 10 games, come on now, is a lot of winnable games. Grizzlies should be winnable. The Nets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the game.
The Timberwolves game is a winnable. That's probably the first heavily competitive team we play aside from Cleveland. But, I mean, I'm talking shit. I love Ant-Man, but I don't think our team is better. We could beat them.
Yeah, I think 2 of those.
Yo, Fish, be respectful, baby. I do this every day.
The 2 of those. Now this is gonna surprise y'all. I think one of the tougher games is those back-to-back Chicago games. Because sometimes when you're a team that's looking to win a championship, certain games is tough to get up for, and you take them for granted. So I can see us losing one of those games. We do that all the time, but I agree, Flea. I think Minnesota is going to be a tough game because I joke and play, but Ant-Man is tough, and for some reason, certain guys when they come to the Garden, they like to show up and show out. And Minnesota, just like us, was just in the conference finals. They're a tough team. So I'm being honest. I think this is the year that we win game 1 at home. We should beat Cleveland. But I think one of the tougher games for Chicago, because games like that, you just take it for granted and go, we ain't got to worry about them. And then a guy like Kobe White come out and give us 40 because we bullshitting around. So, but in those first 10 games, bro, we should be 8-2, 7-3, worst case scenario.
Okay, what you got, Flea?
My gut says 5-5, but because I'm a Knicks fan, I'll go first 10 games. I'll go 7-3. I think maybe Minnesota may be a tough game. I think I can agree with OG. Maybe we lose one of those games to Chicago, and then I'll go 8-2. I'll go 8-2. I just think real quick before you go, Fabian, I think the last few seasons there's been teams that just come out the gate smoking. Last year was Cleveland, right? What did Cleveland start last year? Can you find that really quick?
It was OKC and Cleveland that went crazy.
Yeah, they started. They jumped out the gate. Super quick.
How would you Google that, Flea? Cleveland starts.
Oh no, I mean, if you go to Basketball Reference and just go back to last season for Cleveland and just kind of look, just hit the team, and they'll show you the results. But what I'm saying is, if the Knicks want to make a statement, we start off the season smoking hot. We don't just gradually, roll into this thing, and then by the time the All-Star break is here, we are 1, 2, or 3 seed. If we really want to make some noise, if we want to put some fear in the hearts of the rest of the Eastern Conference, the rest of the NBA, keep them on notice, we start out smoking like a 10-0 kind of thing. We don't lose the first 10 games or some shit like that. Like, that's how you set a tone, make a statement. You niggas is not ready for us. Yeah, Cleveland had a great year. Regular week, everybody behind us. Nobody's said about Philly. If Philly get it together, what they go, not even worried about them. That's how we should be going into this thing.
As you guys talk, I'm totally bought into what AllBall's saying, and especially once you made that statement, Flea. Cleveland last year.
Look at this, bro. What is that?
15-0.
I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Then they went 17-3, then 21-3. Yeah, so they were on fire.
They was rolling that first quarter of the season.
But what would that? But see, the thing with that is, right? Because I'm thinking about what you're saying, AllBall, and when you come out and you're rolling, when the Lakers came back from the back-to-back championship, or even that year they won the championship, they came out smoking one of them seasons. And when you're expected to win the Golden State Warriors, they came out smoking at some point. We want to see the invincibility. The Cavaliers were doing that. Like, Draymond Green was talking spicy, like, yo, I don't know if we could beat them. They passed the ball crazy. So you heard the talks about them. And then we got to mid-season and we saw some, we started seeing the cracks in their armor. So I do, though, understand what you're saying. I don't want to. Where is I'm doing this for a championship. I don't know what y'all talking about. We didn't change coaches to go downgrade. We didn't believe as an organization this was a downgrade. I don't believe that we got this coach to put me in a worse position. I'm thinking he's putting us in a better position. And he's been on a championship bench before. He's been to a championship as a head coach. So I think the more we got into through this topic, I do want to see something of what the Cavaliers started off with. Hopefully, though, I don't want to burn out either, because that's kind of what happened to the Cavs, Flea.
Do y'all anticipate seeing a different Jalen Brunson? And if you do, how much different?
Not me.
So with that being said, if we see the same type of Jalen Brunson with what we have now, is that a winning formula for us?
No.
I disagree.
I don't. Go ahead.
It's been a winning formula since he's been here. Let's be honest. The year we lost to the Pacers, we lost to the Pacers season before in the semifinals, and then we just lost them in the conference finals. It wasn't because the style of play Jalen Brunson played. It's because we couldn't get no stops. That's what it was. Jalen Brunson, his style of basketball, and Fabian, you alluded to this a while ago, and you kind of had me and Flea on this. Well, I had to really think about it. You might have been a little correct. For us to be successful, Jalen Brunson has to be Jalen Brunson. And
I agree with that.
Rightfully so. But I had to think about it because, being stubborn, it's like, but now when you really think about it,
he made a lot of sense. And we was arguing, and he just made sense in the midst of some bullshit, like he always does.
But think about it. His style of play is what has the Knicks where we're at today. It ain't who's the coach. It ain't nobody else. And for me, what's hurting us is we can't get stops. At no point in time, in no moment, teams did whatever they wanted when it came to us on our defense. If guys were able to defend better, we were able to get stops, I think, we having a totally different conversation. So for me, Flea, I disagree when, people say, Jalen Brunson has to change his style of play. I disagree. In the beginning of the season, Cat was at an MVP level. Let's not forget, Cat hurt his hand or his finger. Things happen. There's no excuses. But OG Bridges, them guys wasn't defending how they were supposed to late in the season, in the postseason. And then Josh Hart just happened to have a very bad series against Indiana. So for me, I disagree when y'all talk about the Jalen Brunson thing. It's not because I'm a Jalen Brunson stan, but that's the same thing. That's like asking with Allen Iverson in Philly on that championship run. It's like, yo, do you change Allen Iverson's game? If you do they get to the finals? Is he MVP? Is he this? Is he that? No. So I disagree when y'all say that.
Well, I think you asked, should we see a different Jalen Brunson from last season, right? And maybe not the whole season, because there was the game against the Wizards. He dropped 50 and he took over that game. But we also saw, OG and these guys taking over late in the season. And they just, were looking like they could be second, third, fourth options, legit. OG and Anunoby, we never thought could be a third option. And then last year, so in the playoffs, though, like I said, I didn't mind seeing Brunson go crazy because y'all are supposed to follow that lead and argue, get heated, and turn up like him. I don't want to see Jalen Brunson turning up with nobody else turning up. I guess that's what I mean by that all ball. It's not just on him. And him being him alongside all NBA players, he plays perfectly fine going one-on-one. It's if he's going off ball, like Mike Brown is saying, bro, what's not talked about enough is his catch and shoot shit. Like the spray three is funny now because I'm going to have to use it because now we understand it. But I couldn't understand why he didn't get more catch and shoot shots. For the life of me. And it's because they were saying, we were all saying
he wasn't moving off the ball. He wasn't moving.
Well, but who's going to bring the ball up anyway? We couldn't even trust nobody unless you count.
I agree with you.
Here goes my nightly flashback 2 seasons ago when Dante could bring it up, Josh Hart could bring it up, Deuce could bring it up, and if Randall was healthy, Randall was bringing it up. So you had 3-4 guys that could do that in that lineup. So when we say the Jalen Brunson have to be different, yeah, because that means the team is different. Last year he was forced to go crazy because nobody was going crazy with him. For him to back you down in the locker room like, yo, which one of y'all bums is gonna show up? He ain't really calling you a bum. He's just saying, I just feel like Brunson has the heart of a champion. And y'all got to go show that. Cat never proved that. OG, none of you guys have ever proven you can win a chip. None of y'all. Maybe Josh Hart, but aside from him, he's not the first, second, third option. We can't rely on Josh Hart to score and do the things that you need to do in the playoffs. That's Brunson. So when I'm just to answer the question, if I don't want to see Brunson have to resort to that, is my point.
Let me remind OG that in 2017, fact check the number, I may be wrong, Josh Hart was the best player at Villanova. He is the reason why they won their first national championship. So all that facing shit that you be trying to do for my son, it's insane. It's insane. The reason why Nova got a championship is because Josh Hart was not maybe, he was the best player on that team. But I digress. You don't. About that.
Speaking of Josh Hart, thank you very much. The accountable Hart, Josh Hart. I thought Karl-Anthony Towns played well. I think the only one who should get blamed is me. I just didn't have anything left to give. I should get the brunt of that more than Cat or anyone else. If they're blaming Towns, I think it's stupidity. It's tough. I gave everything I had, and I just didn't have anything left in the tank. That was the furthest I've been. Now I know to get to the next step, I've got to be better. It sits with you, changes your offseason routine. That's the past, and we've got to move on.
Real quick, I know Nova won a championship back in the day. I was talking about in this iteration of Villanova basketball, Josh Hart was the first one out of him, Brunson, Bridges, Eric Pascal. I'm familiar with Riley Massimino and Ed Pickney and all them guys that beat Patrick Ewing. I know I ain't misspeak, my bad. But go ahead, Fabian.
No, it was just him talking about that. How did you guys feel? I mean, briefly, because Josh Hart, holding himself accountable. Again, these are just words, but I don't feel the same way AllBall does. Like his words to me are different. He's really on the court. The John Starks of our time in terms of the heart of the team, just bravado, always, expressing himself. He's going crazy, always talking to the refs. Like I believe he does the Draymond thing where he's kind of punking the refs into calls because we don't know Josh Hart for having offense, but all of a sudden he'll get a couple of chances at the free throw line out of nowhere, and this is after the barking on the ref. He'll call that was a fucking foul. It's like, oh shit. How's your bum ass getting calls at the free throw line, bro? He shouldn't. But that's what we want to see from Cat. And to be honest, you know my guy, OG Anunoby, you got to start talking too. We seen you for 10 games and Jalen Brunson sat down. Enough is enough with your shit. If we're going to win a championship, these guys got to show up to AllBall's point to begin with. Yo, are y'all all going to be on full throttle with Brunson? It's 10 of y'all. It ain't no excuses. You're looking like the Indiana Pacers, the Cavaliers of last year, the Celtics from the year before, OKC Thunder. We got 9, 10 guys that are going to run. You better go hard. You better go hard, AllBall.
I'm going to be honest. That quote he said, something caught me, and now it has me thinking. Were you guys not conditioned to make a long playoff run? Because he said something to the fact where it was like, can you put up the second quote? A little concerned. Are guys not preparing themselves? I gave everything I have, and I just didn't have anything left in the tank. That was the furthest I've been. So right there, now I know, how to get to the next step. So for me, I'm a little weird when it comes to thinking. Are you guys chucking and jiving and not working out and not doing the things that it takes to prepare yourself? Because we all know it's a second season. Once you're out of the regular season, the new season is the playoffs. Are you guys not conditioned to make those long playoff stretches? So listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. Big shout out Josh Hart. I think all teams need a guy like that. But everybody has to get held accountable. I get that he's trying to take the blame, and that's what leaders do. I respect that. But I think everybody, including Brunson, everybody has to take the blame. We fell short, and we shouldn't have. But guys need to be conditioned. I'm tired of hearing excuses. You guys have no excuse to be getting gas like that. I'm sorry. And Josh Hart, you can tell by just how he played, he was gassed. So for me,
Flea, AllBall Thibs over here talking about what is he talking about right now? Josh Hart just spilled his guts out. He's saying the same thing that he's following up Mike Brown's plan. We're going to be more conditioned for the playoffs.
Listen, I'm just trying to understand.
Go ahead. Just real quick. Why was you conditioned for the playoffs last season,
bro?
That's fair. If he wasn't,
hold on, Flea. No. Smack this dude with this bullshit. What are you talking about right now? Last year, all you bitched about was Tom Thibodeau running these guys to the ground. They were ran to the ground.
I never complained about guys being ran. That's a lie. I never complained about guys being ran to the ground. That's a lie. Find the tape. Find the tape.
I told you, Flea. Aren't you glad I cut you off, Flea? Look at this.
Find the tape. Flea, you can cook. Find the tape. My initial beef with Tom Thibodeau, now I might have complained, but my initial beef with Tom Thibodeau was never that he ran guys in the ground. I used to be the one advocating where it's like, yo, bro, if you got to play those minutes, play those minutes. Y'all guys is young. What are you talking about? Find the tape.
Please in shambles out here on Knicks rehab.
I am never speechless. I want to out-talk you niggas to the death. This nigga, all right.
Find the tape.
I just wanted to say this real quick, and then we could go wherever we got to go. I know a brother that was celebrated, right? There was a brother that was celebrated for getting his ass kicked so many different times in the playoffs because he wasn't conditioned enough to take the physical pain. And, he went into the summertime with Tim Grover, and he worked with Tim Grover all summer long, and he's taking videos, and he's throwing weights up, and he's getting stronger, and he's trying to work on his body because he couldn't take the physical pounding to get to the next level, right? right? This is all documented, right? That brother was celebrated. Hold on. No. I'm not going to hold on. I'll let you hold on. Let me be clear before you jump. I am not comparing the players. I am comparing pros being ready for the playoffs. So slow down.
Yeah,
I'm being ready. Pros getting ready. Don't take the easy way out. That's the easy way.
You caught yourself.
No.
You was right on the.
The
yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Touche, nigga. Touche. But that's the easy way out. You was about to take the easy way out and say, you compare Josh Hart to Michael Jordan? No. That's not what I'm doing. What I am doing, though, is just pushing the ball back into your court and understanding that brother was celebrated. A lot of brothers was celebrated by going back into the lab and saying, I'm not ready yet. I got to get right. He gets his back kicked in because he's saying, yo, it's the farthest I've been. I wasn't ready. I got to get ready, and I'll be right back. Help me understand. Did I make a false equivalence? That means comparing two things that may not be parallel, OG.
Got you, Professor. Listen, man. I'm always willing to learn. And just real quick, by the way.
My brother.
By the way, Yankees lose 3-1. Bases loaded, no outs. Couldn't get a run. But you know who was at the game? Bad luck, Spike Lee. Spike got to stay home, bro. Spike Lee, give it up, bro. You at Islanders games, Rangers games, Mets games, Yankees games, Liberty games. Give it up, bro. Down 3-1, bases loaded, no outs, couldn't get a run.
We only got one run. Who pitched for the Red Sox today?
I don't know, but he just smoked these bum niggas.
Who the fuck pitched for the Red Sox that only gave up one run to?
Sorry, Fabian. You know, it's New York news. You know.
It's hot. It's hot. October's the greatest sports month. Come on now.
Yo, how y'all celebrate Michael Jordan for getting right, but y'all not gonna celebrate Josh Hart for getting right?
For getting right?
I'm not even answering that. I'm not. Yo, leave
Why
him alone,
not?
Fabian, leave him on this island by himself because he's.
How is it an island by myself? All right.
Listen, terrible comparison, and you 99.9%.
I'm not comparing the players. I am not comparing the players.
But hold on, Flea. But to say we celebrated Mike because he got beat up and he went in the lab and got physically stronger to be able to endure the physicality. Yeah, you hear the fucking words, right?
Anything we're saying is a little
right. And we're saying Josh Hart. Because these bump niggas don't think they're going to get deep into the playoff. They ain't fucking conditioned. Because they out there bullshitting around on that bum-ass podcast. Make sure y'all are ready for the second season. The playoffs. Go ahead, Fabian, because you want to curse us all out. Go ahead.
Not curse you out, but it's we can't complain about having the wrong rotations. Flea's right. If you're going to go into... He at least is talking about that he did fail to do that last season. Michael Jordan is acknowledging that I failed to be more physical against this Pistons team. I can't keep complaining. We're in the conference finals. We lost in Game 7, the conference finals to the Pistons. That's what the Bulls did, and we lost. Was it Game 6 to the Pacers? That means we were 2 games away. And Josh Hart, if we're gonna nitpick, and again, he didn't just say I was out of condition. There's too much blame on Karl-Anthony Towns, who's a star, when I didn't even show up like that. I had 2 good series, and I failed in that last one because I couldn't show up, is what he's saying. I wanted to, and I couldn't. So a lot of his failures, is he making an excuse in your mind?
No.
That was a big series that a lot of hiccups in that.
Josh Hart led the league in minutes played per game last year. If you want to talk about who's the gamer, he's the guy that played 37 and almost 38 minutes a night last year, right? What is it, 37.9? It was crazy.
Well, I respect him for saying what he said, and I'm not saying he's making no excuse, but once again, I said it. He doesn't get the blame. I think everybody gets the blame. I understand what a leader does, and I understand where he's going with it, but everybody gets the blame. I'm sorry. My guy Brunson, everybody gets the blame. We lost our first 2 home games in the conference finals. when we were the better team and we had home court advantage. That's unacceptable. That's on the players, the coach. That's on everybody. So there were a lot of things that went wrong in that Indiana series. Yeah, we can nitpick at Josh Hart, but everybody gets the blame. We can blame Cat, Brunson, everybody. Go ahead, Fabian.
No. What? Let's not forget that James Dolan came down to interview the players individually, and they specifically spoke to that. And Deuce McBride spoke to that. There's the way the minutes were handed out. And again, it's not that they were overplaying the 38 minutes a game, whatever it was. That's not the case for me. It's the fact that why is he playing alongside Karl-Anthony Towns when we wanted Mitchell Robinson out there on the court? The best lineups that we've seen out there defensively was Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride. How come we know that? That's what's frustrating. And he was having running point guard a lot of times, Josh Hart. That was nuts. That was nuts. So it was the kind of minutes he was getting. And on top of that, all those minutes he was getting. So too many of them were bad, and he's tired. And Thibs is not recognizing that. And he's not the only one who said that. And for Mike Brown to double down and say, yeah, we ain't going to be playing all the minutes. I'm going to get them right for the playoffs because I know how Steve Kerr manages the minutes for a Steph Curry who don't go in until the 7th minute in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
But Flea, real quick, how long I said throughout the season, and it kind of looked like that in the playoffs sometimes where I said Thibs gave up. Like you said, when you see Josh Hart running point, like, and I'm being serious. I'm not even trying to be funny. I think after a while, Thibs gave up, bro, because it's like, yo, it's probably nothing I can say or do to these guys. There was times where Flea, I think it was a game we played Atlanta in the regular season, and Atlanta ran the same play about 4 or 5 times in a row. Remember that back kick or whatever it was, and they was getting lobs, and and so for me, guys, Philippe, but just real quick, I think it was a point where them guys wasn't even being coached. I think they were just doing whatever it was, just because they was out there.
So I was always a proponent of Thibs had to play those guys because our bench wasn't the greatest. I think I was pretty consistent with that, right? I've always said
one of the worst benches in the league.
Yeah, I was like, how do you go deep in your bench? How do you spell guys when you can't trust anybody on that bench deep enough, right? So I don't want to get caught up in the Thibs thing because that chapter is over. But with this roster right now, how do you find yourself, or how do you see Thibs with this kind of roster? Do you find him not finding 20 minutes a night for Clarkson, not finding 20 minutes a night for Brogdon if he's available, not finding a nice rotation of 9 to 10, well, 10 is a lot, but 8 to 9 guys if he had this roster at his disposal? I'm just asking. This is not a Thibs thing. This is the roster is better too.
I just find him getting stuck and stubborn sometimes we do live shows. Sometimes I'll tell I just told Flea the same point 3 times. It's up to me to reinvent these words and try to persuade you into what the hell I'm saying in real time. That's just the game. He's coaching a live game and he doesn't know how to switch up his lineup in real time. You didn't even prepare for that. So I don't think it's about having a 9-10 man rotation. He's gonna always shrink it to 7 to 8. He didn't give it an 8, 9, 10 man rotation until the Pacers game 2 or 3. Flea, in case we forget, he gave up on his own philosophy. That's when we knew, like, oh, you're getting fired if we don't win this series. We all said that. How you go back on your own word, AllBall?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take a different approach. That was a great question, Fabian. That was a great answer. But I'm gonna take a different approach. Thibs coaching this team now, to me, this is the problem. When you have a team like what we have, when you have guys that are getting big money, big contracts, it's hard to tell these guys anything, especially if they don't respect you. I'm not saying they didn't respect Thibs, but I don't think Thibs had that cachet, that championship pedigree to where listen, this is just my opinion. When you watch the Phil Jacksons, the Greg Popovich, the Pat Rileys, some of the great coaches, right? They can sit there and tell Tim Duncan what to do. Phil Jackson could tell Mike and Scotty and them, who are super duper stars, what to do. He can tell Shaq and Kobe what to do. Thibs, even at this point, Mike Brown, no disrespect. Fuck is you telling me?
Yeah,
you ain't win?
Nah, but I disagree with that wholeheartedly, Flea, because
it's okay.
Phil Jackson wasn't Phil Jackson until he won. and he sat down next to was Doug Collins. Then
Doug
he
Collins.
was getting in Michael Jordan's ear.
That's what I'm talking about when he won. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he did. No, they lost in the conference finals before that.
I'm saying once you win, a player is going to look at you with a different type of respect. That's why I wanted Jason Kidd, because he's a guy that can probably sit Brunson down and help him change his game.
So stay right there. How does Thibs Kidd get more respect than Thibs in the locker room? I've never gotten the feeling that when Thibs talks, I'm ignoring him. I'm not respecting him. I've never gotten that feeling. I just think he ran out of stamina, Flea. Like, he doesn't know how to communicate other shit. He didn't have enough options. I'm saying he was stuck in. He was stubborn.
And I think if it's a personality thing, Thibs has those characteristics of what OG is lining up with. If he's talking about Phil Jackson, Popovich, Spo, Kidd, Kerr, whoever else you want to name that has the ability to say, yo, come, let me holler at you, Steph Curry. I don't like the way you're playing tonight. Yo, Kobe Bryant, come in. Let me write a whole book about how much of a ball hog you are, Phil Jackson. Like, those guys built that cachet. What I'm asking is, yes, championship level guys, but how does a Jason Kidd or Ime Udoka get more cachet than a Thibs?
Right.
Well, for one, Kidd is a champion and one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game. Udoka, you can just tell, been to the finals. Thibs ain't never been in no finals. Sorry. I don't want to make this about Thibs and bash Thibs. I'm just saying Brown is about
we advancing the conversation. Yeah.
But Mike Brown is about to be in the same predicament where if, like, look at that 05. I always allude to this. That Detroit Pistons team, they had a coach like Larry Brown, made them buy in and believe. How are you going to make Cat and Brunson buy in and believe? Fuck your stats. Fuck all NBA. Fuck all-star. Play together as a unit, as a team. Your average may go from 25 to 20, but we're going to win a championship. I'm saying for me.
Point, but that's the point right there is I need to see a different Brunson this year. I can't see 28 a night Brunson. On nights, I need to see that.
No, go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry, Flea.
No, he just second year in a row. Last year, not this past season, but the season prior, we was here with y'all, and I was saying, God damn it, Brunson led the league in dribbles. He did that again this year, guys. He led the league in dribbles again. So that's all I'm saying. If what's going to happen, what you're saying, OG, then that's going to be a different Brunson. That's going to be a different Cat. That's going to be it's going to be different on how we see things.
Right, and I also think you're speaking to how a coach communicates this thing to the team. And we saw LeBron bump Eric Spoelstra in the middle of the court. He wanted him fired. He got David Blatt fired. Pat Riley said, no, he's the guy. And in Cleveland, they said, you know what? We got Ty Lue on the bench. And for whatever reason, Ty Lue, they just, like I always say about this thing, everybody, just because you play basketball doesn't mean you could do what Flea does. You can't. Flea can sit here and just talk ball with us. He can express it that way. And I think coaching is a different skill. Magic and Jordan cannot be a coach. He's out of his mind. He might smack one of these dudes and get into a rumble because he's so like, why can't you do this?
He smacked Malik Monk in the back. He smacked Malik Monk in the back of the head. Nigga, what's wrong with you?
so I think I agree with you with this, AllBall. I do wish that Mike Brown has this philosophy, but I do wish he had Thibs no nonsense shit. I wish he had his stubbornness with this philosophy because it's so open-minded to the strategizing the game.
I hear what both of y'all are saying, and you know it's hard for a guy to have that no nonsense or whatever attitude when, no disrespect, you're not a winner. I'm sorry, you're not one of the great basketball minds. You're not a coach that players adore or revere. You're just not. And like I said, I'm just saying any coach. This ain't no knock on Thibs. That's why a lot of these teams are struggling. That's why a lot of coaches is in and out and in. Bro, I'm telling you, the respect level from player to coach, Flea played at that level. Bro, that means everything. If you don't respect the coach, bro, we have a problem. And for me,
it's true.
Right. And that's why I wanted J Kidd, because I know for a fact our best player is the point guard. The coach is one of the greatest point guards that ever played the game. That means something. I'm just saying, Mike Brown is in a situation that, bro, it ain't fun and games. It ain't no jokes. If you ain't gonna get these guys to play at another level, listen, Thibs supposed to be a great defensive mind. He couldn't get OG to play at Defensive Player of the Year candidate status. He was in top 3. I mean, for us, he was a great defender. I'm just saying, from the masses and from the voters,
I understand.
is Mike Brown has to be careful. And I'm just saying, when you have teams like this, where guys are getting big contracts, guys are getting big money, guys are actually saving money, you have a different attitude walking around. Remember, Brunson and Bridges can walk around like, who you talking to? Nigga, I hope y'all save $100 million. What is you talking about? That shit happens, bro.
Yeah.
Then you got a guy like Cat. Hold on. You got a guy like Cat. I'm getting 60. What you mean I ain't playing all these minutes? You got to have a coach. That's why Phil Jackson was called the Zen Master, because he could be a guy that can get into your brain, your mind, pause, or whatever, and help you understand and play whatever it is. Listen, Mike Brown got to be careful, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You let Doug Collins stay around. When Michael Jordan comes back, Doug is going to win a couple championships. But go ahead, Fabian.
Oh, I totally disagree. I totally. There's a reason why you got. Because you're making a great point. I just think Thibs don't have the strategy in game. Mike Brown, I think, don't have the person. I'm worried about his personality. I'm worried about him being an enforcer like that. I'm worried about him not checking LeBron James in the championship like Ty Lue did in the middle of at halftime. Phil Jackson's checking you. Phil Jackson's telling you pass the ball. You're not a solo act anymore. So, and with Shaq and Kobe, same thing. And what were the last? Do you believe in Budenholzer that much? Do we believe in Vogel that much? These guys are all champions.
But here's the thing, though, Fabian. You make a great point, and like kind of putting a bow on what OG is saying. His point. You're right. If Mike Brown is such a great coach, right, and if he's a motivator, if he's a guy that can instill confidence and all that kind of stuff, how the fuck do you lose the locker room in Sacramento? How does that happen? They didn't make the playoffs for 16 years. You walk through the door and help them make the playoffs. That's a huge accomplishment. And then 365 days later, you don't have the locker room. So I can understand with Sacramento. We're not talking about a veteran-laden team. We're not talking about a bunch of guys that got experience. We're talking about guys that just figure out winning. And then night and day, the next season, you don't have the locker room. So, that's a concern for me. If you coming into a team that does have the veteran leadership, that does have the guys that want to win, that has set the tone already before you even walk through the door, don't lose this locker room. That's all I'm saying.
Yo,
listen,
the mic drop.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death now because the Cleveland, the Lakers, he got five games into his tenure.
How do you lose these locker rooms and don't get me wrong, you have success with LeBron James. Finals, right? Finals with a 22-year-old guy who everybody thought wasn't ready. You get an opportunity to go coach in LA. Biggest market in the NBA outside of the Knicks. Then, right, you get an opportunity in Sacramento. You do great things there. Now you got one of the most coveted jobs in the NBA.
Listen, that was a great point. Can't really, snowball that. Like, it's nothing else to say. You killed that. But, a lot of these coaches flees losing the locker room. Like, we have to be honest about that.
That's a bigger issue, though. Yeah.
Right. A lot of these coaches losing the locker room. And the teams that are winning and that are successful, look at the relationship the players have with the coaches. You got to look at that. Look at the relationship OKC has with their coach. Look how hard Indiana plays for Rick Carlisle, bro.
Yeah.
Look how Miami plays for Spo, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? So for me, that's a major thing. And when you remember, it's a player's game now. It's not a coach's game. And when you're a player getting $70 million a year, and you looking on the sideline, and you looking at that coach, and you probably go, I know more basketball than him. I don't care how old he is. He ain't win nothing. He ain't do nothing. Listen, got to be careful, man. So, great point. But I just feel Mike Brown gotta. I'm gonna tell y'all, he got to be perfect, bro. Got to be perfect.
Monkey Wrench in the spot. I ain't seen Monkey Wrench in a while. I just want to show Monkey Wrench some love.
Monkey Wrench, what's going on? Nostalgic Nick, thanks for showing love. Rasul, couple guys, E. Gibson, David Smith.
Yeah. East Blue Drew.
East Blue Drew, what up? But David Smith, man, he shows up, man. He waves that cat flag, man. Yeah,
he's
man.
a nut, boy. I got a better understanding of who David Smith is right now. Because at the end of the day, he's still a Knicks fan. Right? Still a Knicks fan. He's still so we gotta roll. We gotta roll. He's nuts, but we gotta roll.
And my guy, Heroic Ave, he's always showing
Heroic Ave.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Q. He copped the shirt earlier, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, man. Knicks, 2 more days, 2 more nights. Them damn Knicks are back. And we hype. You hear us. We in mid-season form. We in training camp too. You heard Flea last week going bananas. Came back saying, I apologize to nobody.
I ain't apologizing to nobody.
Yeah. 4th quarter. We in 4th quarter mode in the 1st quarter. Yeah.
See? Send it over here, Fabian. I got a mouse in the house. Send it on over here. Fish is on my back. Mouse in the house. Send it on over here. Send it over here. Clear side.
Big Flea. If any of y'all know Mike Brown or got his email, you let him know. We start 1 and 2. I'm on his ass.
AllBall suckers.
OG, bounce past this bitch into the post, man. Bounce past this bitch into the post. You don't see little fish behind me? Oh, I'm too big. Here, he might be. You ain't see it.
You say you little guppy. What you? I'm
gonna call him after to talk some shit. I ain't talked shit to fish in a while.
I'm about to do that knee surgery, man. I'm about to be 6'2", man. I ain't playing with y'all niggas no more, man. What did y'all talk about? This shit about to get crazy out here, man.
About to get crazy. Yeah. Was that nephew hooping? Hold on, real quick, baby. Was that nephew hooping?
Yeah.
He's looking all right. He's looking good. Nah. Fix that fake ass smile you got. Nephew was looking good. Looking comfortable out there.
That nigga be busting my ass one-on-one. I should be having me tired. I can't do nothing with that nigga. Word. Little nigga mad strong.
He was looking good. He was looking
nigga
good.
Be slim and strong. I'm like, oh, nigga hit me with a. I said, yeah.
Hit you with a little.
Yeah. Like, he getting much better though, man. Like I said, he love the game. Oh, that's all he be doing. So he, like I told you, man, going from 2-3 years ago to now, much better. So yeah, that's my dude. Funny dude,
bro,
man.
That put the big. I meant to call you that. That put the biggest smile on my face. I was like, oh, he's good. He's not like, he's good. He can play.
He can play a little bit. Yeah.
499 Best Buy. Respectfully, love how you guys break the game down. Thank you. New York Knicks never scared 2026.
Woo!
Let's go.
Thanks for the change, brother. We need that. We need that. We shall be holding our services Thursday, 8 p.m. We are back. Hold on. We're going to do a live during the show. What time is the game?
That's a good question.
I ain't doing no preseason live, man. We can go live during the real game. I ain't preseason. Oh, man. Preseason.
My nigga Fish. Yeah, Fish.
What Fish said?
He said, we'll meet up at Flea High School in Queens, and I'll show him 6'1", 205.
Oh, boy.
They about to retire my jersey, Fish. I ain't tell everybody yet. They about to retire my jersey.
Oh, shit.
I ain't tell niggas that one.
What they gonna do? What we gonna do, Flea?
You know what I mean? Go up into the rafters. Rafter me. You know what I mean? Rafter me.
We got a Hall of Fame inductee on
TV. Me, Fish.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody in the chat for real. I was a little out of pocket last week, but I'm back. Y'all know y'all love Big Flea, the biggest. I'm talking right now. This is how you got in trouble last time.
Hold on. No,
So
yo, Latuya, like you said last week. Let me shut his mic off real quick and just end all the shenanigans.
everybody, before we get out of here, don't DM me about nothing preseason. I watch real nigga basketball. Don't holler at me about nothing preseason.
What kind of basketball?
Real nigga basketball.
Don't talk to me about no fucking preseason.
Yo, we ain't never getting no serious deal.
That's some of the funniest shit you ever said. I'm sorry. You said some funny shit. Oh my God, that's some of the funniest shit you ever said. I watch real nigga basketball.
Nigga lose 2 preseason games, niggas gonna be on my neck. Don't talk to me about no preseason games. Fuck out of here.
Yo,
Thursday,
October 22nd, I see you niggas.
Oh, man,
October 22nd. Until then, we have 22 more days. We ain't playing.
3 weeks, baby.
Thursday, 8 p.m. We shall be back. Appreciate y'all tuning in. AllBall TV. We out of here, man. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.